everybody, so I am here with a DIY video. This one I really enjoy because 1, it's super easy, it's quick, and 3, it really serves an actual purpose. It's crafty, but yet it serves a purpose. So if your grandmother was anything like mine, she had a bunch of these reused containers. In other words, she would have Cool Whip, this butter, anything that had a really good and sturdy lid, she would keep and reuse for a container to store leftovers, to store, basically leftovers. But the thing is, you never knew what was in it. So it was like, okay, give me the leftover potato salad. So it's like going through 4 tubs of country crock butter to find out which one was. So anyway, this craft is gonna help save us some time from digging around. And what you're gonna need is, of course, your container. Then I purchased this at Tuesday Morning. It is chalkboard paint. It is $2.99. I did have a larger one that you've seen in my other videos that it's more kind of like a mini gallon of paint. What I like about this is that it looks like an acrylic paint. So it squeezes out. I don't have to worry about having such a wide surface. I can actually paint this on instead of where the other one I had to dip. I mean, you could paint, but it's smaller and travel friendly. Next, a brush. I got this at Michael's for $2.99. Always remember that they always have coupons. So this is just a square brush by Royal and something, Land Nickel. So yeah, super square, easy, covers a big surface brush. It was kind of medium. All I'm going to do is apply some paint onto the brush and cover the front with 1 coat. And what's pretty cool about this chalkboard paint is pretty opaque, so you're not going to need a whole lot of coats. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do the front. I'm not going to, just to save paint, I'm not going to do the whole back side or the front. So I'm just really concerned about the front. So I'm going to go ahead and give this 1 more coat. I'm going to let it dry though for about 5-10 minutes, and then we will come back with a second coat. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes. The directions here on this chalkboard paint says to give it at least 24 hours before you apply a second coat. I am not that patient. I didn't really put a thick layer. This is an actually really thin plastic surface. Here it's so fine, I actually was able to see it drying. You could tell where it was wet, and then it has a dry finish now. So hopefully we'll give it a test and see if it's okay to do it after 30 minutes of sitting. So let's get ready. Always also, I wash my brush immediately after I used it. I just got a paper towel, threw the rest of the paint out, and then get some soap and just kind of like you do a makeup brush, rub it in your hand and rinse and repeat and swirl to get the paint out. That way you can reuse it and it doesn't get stuck, hard. Okay, so here. And all you want to do here is just basically paint in an even pattern. That way you don't see streak lines and that you just get a nice even surface. Good coverage there, and I think that 2 layers is all I'm going to need. I had some extra paint on my brush after I finished this one, the first coat, so I went ahead and did the top. So I have some extra on my brush yet again, so I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on the top as well, on the lid, just to use up the paint and not have to just throw it away. So there you go. Paper towel, remove the rest. I'm gonna go wash my brush again, and then I will be back in 30 minutes to hopefully wrap it up. So it's been 20 minutes since we did our second application, and it's completely dry. Just one way to check: when you apply it, it looks very wet. Once it's completely dry, goes to a matte finish. So that's all done. So now all that's left to do is get your chalk. I got this 20-piece sidewalk chalk at Dollar Tree. It was $1 for 20 pieces. Only thing I don't like about it, it's kind of thick. It's a really chunky chalk stick, but that's all they had. I prefer the skinny ones. That way you're able to write smaller, but you gotta work with what you got. So now all I'm gonna do is just label what is in my container. And then another little tip is I love to put the date. So here you see my container. I have pasta. I put the date 10/24. I think this is just so absolutely necessary because sometimes everybody's busy. Maybe some people didn't have dinner at home, work, whatever it is. You're looking for something, you know exactly what's in there, you know how long it's been there. So if it's been 2 weeks, time to throw it out. Don't even look. The awesome thing about this, not only does it get you organized, it's information overload, but once you wash it, be very gentle with it. I wouldn't use any kind of, I wouldn't scrub or anything on the front, and you really don't need to. It's the inside that you need to clean. Just get a rag, wipe it off, and you're good to go. Also, another thing I like to do if I'm going on a road trip, in the kids' backpack, if you're giving them snacks, you put grapes. I think it's also fun. I think the kids love it too, you know, to put a little note, love mom. It's just a modern way to put the little I love you notes that kids get in their lunch bag. So I hope you enjoyed this easy DIY video. I have some more coming up, so definitely please subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. You just get notifications when I have videos coming up. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye. What drew me to it is that I saw the ingredients: squeezed lemon, pressed green tea, and crushed ginger root.